brothers. The sickness continues to spread through the guest pelgos. Until we get help from the outside world, we're on our own. So we've had to help ourselves. We stripped the medical equipment from the Hope and synthesized the vaccine. For now, whoever controls this vaccine controls the Ark. No surprise, Mokoena will kill to take it from us. The maintenance bot is moving! Stop it! We must protect the vaccine! Guard the gate! Engineers, get ready to disarm any charges!
Hello there, my name's Lfcme and I play video games. Today we are here on Brink PS3 online gameplay. Today, I don't know. I messed up my intro, I don't care though. So this is a commentary, basically, directly to Splash Damage, the developers of Brink. The guys who made this, they did a great job. They tried to do something different, and for the most part it worked. And people say, well, there's lag, and there's other things. Yeah, of course there is, but there's lag in other games, and it was bad in the first few days. I've seen some gameplay where it was almost unplayable on the Xbox 360. But now it's fixed. Now it's fine, and now people who traded in, they're idiots. They're just idiots. They knew that Splash Damage were going to work on it, and it's their loss because they're missing one of the best multiplayer experiences of this year so far. There's still some improvement though, I have to say. And look at that for Diffuse. Oh, look at that teamwork with my bots. Yes, that is the problem. I always get into game with bots, and weird thing is, it's not because there's not many people playing. There's plenty of people playing while I'm playing. God, how many times did I say playing? But there's plenty of people playing the game, and I can join the game, and it'll take me less than a minute, which is fine. To be honest, it's fine, and I'll get into the loading screen, and it'll take another minute. That's fine, but there's obviously enough games for me to join, so why aren't they all in one game? If you know what I mean. There should be a server list, in my opinion. A server list would improve this game by miles. It would make this game so much better because I could get into a 8v8 game for once. I've only ever once got into a 7v7 game, and that's not full, but it's good enough. Even if they were to cap it to 7v7, I'd be happy. I would be so happy to play this game to its full potential. Right now, it just feels like co-op. It feels remotely, it doesn't really feel like multiplayer. And that's the only reason why I'm not playing it as much as I want to. Like, look at this. Honestly, I put this on to my montage, but it's against bots. That's the problem. It's against lifeless beings. It's against things that I program, not people's brains. And that's not really... I want to post. I'd post a gameplay every day of this game if I could get into a game of 16 players. I mean, the UI is already made for the server list on the PC. I'm sure it wouldn't be that much programming to make it into the PC, into a console version. I'm sure that wouldn't be too hard. I mean, there's plenty of games. Even indie companies can port things that they've put into the PC version into the even an iOS version. And this is PS3 and Xbox. It's powerful enough to put in a server list. There's already lists in the console versions as well. There's already lists of friends lists. That's in there. I'm sure you could change that to be a server list if you really wanted to shortcut it that way. I mean, do you know what? It's not just me, hopefully, who's finding this, because I really enjoyed this game. And look at this! Look at this decimation of bots. I think there's 2 other players on the other team. I think I'm on my own. Actually, I think it's 3v1 in theory. And yeah, so. I mean, what do you guys want? I mean, that's all I would ask for. If the developers were like, Hey, Lfcme. What's the suggestion that you'd say to Brink? I wouldn't say stop the lag. You can't stop lag, okay? You can improve the netcode a bit, but you can't stop lag, okay? Only internet companies can really stop lag. So, as I said, I just want a full game. I want it to come up when I'm on my PS3. I want it to say, you have a good enough connection to host a match. Do you want to host a match? That's what I want it to say. When you go onto multiplayer, I want it to say that, and then they can host a match. The people with a good connection, that gets rid of lag as well. If you get a detection system for ping and for downstream and upstream, that will remove lag. So this is a win-win situation. Think about the splash damage. So that means people who host obviously get a host advantage. Who wouldn't like that? It means that people who are playing with the host, they get full matches if you have a server list, and also they get a less laggy experience, which in this game would be amazing if it was less laggy. Don't get me wrong, it is not as laggy as it was before, but it's still not amazing, and that's because of internet connection, not because of the netcode. The netcode is fine. It's the same with Call of Duty, to be honest. It should say who should be host. Okay, I know it migrates hosts as well, so that's a good thing. It has a host migration service, but it should disband if no one's suitable for 16 player. That should just be it. It should disband, not fail. It should say that there's no host. And yeah, it's a bit frustrating when it comes up on Call of Duty saying there's no suitable host, but deal with it. I mean, no one can make their internet connection magically better. So that would be my suggestion. If I was a developer, that's what. Well, I guess I might be one day. You know, I'm learning the UDK right now. I can make terrain. That's about it. But I can make terrain, and I can make stuff respond to damage. Like bullet hole goes there when bullet hits here. That's about it. But baby steps. And I'm sure these experienced developers at splash damage would be easily able to, you know, make a server list. It's a pretty simple step, isn't it? And they've got the basis for a brilliant game, a classic game. And again, it's a shame that the game got a bad press at the start. It did kind of deserve it because it released 1 week earlier than it should have. They actually brought it early. They delayed it earlier. What? What did I say? I said they delayed it forward. Yeah, that's what I said. They delayed the game forward. They didn't bring it forward. They delayed it forward, and I don't know why they did that. They should have made sure. They should have practiced and seen if every single detail. It's a bit like when I finish some coursework. I'll just hand it in, okay, and then they'll say, "Oh, it's wrong. Oh, it's wrong. Oh, it's wrong." I should really just have it for another 2 days, and then I'll have it done. Instead, I take 2 weeks instead of 2 days. That happens. I mean, I understand their eagerness to get the game out. As soon as they get it out, they get more money. They can update it. But the first impressions from a lot of reviewers and YouTubers was not a good one. I have to say Splash Damage and Bethesda actually as well. Bethesda did publish it. They should have their own checks. Maybe these publishers don't, but I'm sure if I was a publisher right now and I didn't have to stick to any rules, that's what I would have done. Yeah, I would have done my own internal checks with Brink. The Brink testers, they do their own testing, and so do the publishers. That's what I would have done. So serverless really needed. I mean, serverless are there for the orange box on PS3 and Xbox 360. So, and there's other games. What other games have server lists? Well, it's not server. I keep saying server, but I really mean client lists. I mean peer connections. I don't mean actual servers. I'm not asking for servers. Here you'll see, yeah, 1v3, and I'm still ripping them to bits. Maybe some at AFK, but I've no idea. I never check. Ow, I bit my lip. That's not good. Ow, that was actually deadly painful. So, yeah. Yeah. That's how I'd go about it. And, again, your own suggestions, please. Hopefully, I'm going to tweet this at Splash Damage. Again, this is not criticism of their game. This is only a suggestion to make this game what it should have been from the start. Again, I'm not doubting their design philosophy, but I'm just doubting because there's one thing that this game really doesn't offer, and that's full 16-player online multiplayer yet. And that's only because of the internet connections given by us, and the fact that I don't think the matchmaking system is up to it. I really don't. That's me being totally honest. This game does not have a great matchmaking system. It lets you go into laggy connections, and also it lets you not get into games with more than 3 players. And don't you worry, on my search I have it my rank or higher. I'm not afraid to play against higher ranks. Higher ranks doesn't mean you're a better player. It means that you have had the game longer, you've played the game longer. It doesn't really matter to me. So, also I think they should remove the my rank only option. I think that should be removed. I think serverless should be on its own button, because some people may just want to say quick match. Just, you know, leave me to it. I just want a quick match. You know, I don't want to be trolling through all these lists. Just make a sortable list, either by latency, or size, or map. That's it. That's all we need. And then the game is instantly 10 times better. And hopefully that this does go through to the developers. I know it's hard to accept when your work. I mean, I haven't scrutinized your code. I haven't scrutinized anything internal to the game, but I know enough to know that it wouldn't be too difficult when the DLC comes out, the free DLC, which is utterly kind of you. It wouldn't be too much to ask to just put in a list, just a list. It really wouldn't be that difficult, and hopefully that'll be brilliant. Anyway, that's the end of that. I did kind of repeat myself near the end, but it doesn't matter. I'll just keep it in because, yeah, it doesn't matter. So, what have I been doing recently? Well, I've been installing all my old PC games right in front of me. I got Robot Wars, Areas of Destruction, FIFA 99 with Dennis Bergkamp on the front. Remember him? Yes. Crazy Taxi. Robot Wars Extreme Destruction. Not only Arenas of Hope. I don't even know what it's called now. Then I've got Sheep, Dog and Wolf, which is a game which has stood the test of time. Like, here's the recommended requirements for this game. Pentium 2 processor, 400 megahertz. What? We're on gigahertz now. So that's great. Windows 95/98/Millennium. Yep. A lot of you would have been born then, so, you know. I remember my 95. I still got my 95 laptop and it still works. I tried to run the orange box on it. Guess what? It didn't work. I tried it. I did it for the lulz. May or may not have crashed. 64 meg of RAM. Yeah, we usually have gigs, but you know, not Ryan gigs. I'm not allowed to say that because obviously I will be super injunctioned. Lol. A CD drive. Yeah, everyone has that. A 16 megabyte dedicated memory video card. Wow, I mean, that's extreme. That's extreme there. DirectX sound card and DirectX gamepad. And yeah, that's pretty appalling, isn't it? But actually, visually, I would say it's on par with a 3DS game. And I don't know when it was made. I'll try and find out quickly. Come on. 2001. Got made in 2001. There you are. And oh, God, I'm getting called. Okay. Anyway, my name's Lfcme, and I'll see you next time for more Brink. I'm getting called on Skype. This is kind of awkward. Anyway, goodbye.